Hello, my beautiful, beautiful Geminis, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my podcast on Spotify if you are listening to the audio version only. Brenda Tarot here, Brenda Tarot Readings, with your general readings for October the 17th to the 23rd, 2022. Starting right off, the first card that you've got in your oracle message is embracing. And I think, sometimes life overflows with emotions, which can feel sometimes uncomfortable to us. However, the ensuing result of this discomfort can be of great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. You're getting this card when emotions are seemingly overflowing in your life or not flowing at all. So cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky, for your inner floodplains are being replenished, and as a result, there will be great spiritual and physical expansion. Embrace all of these emotions. When you do so, greater prosperity and fertility is going to flow into your life. Alternatively, if your emotions have been blocked, this is the time to explore and experience them. Starting out for something new, going towards your goals with a new idea, a new perspective, looking at things from a higher perspective, and realizing that anything's possible as long as you go forward. Now, when it comes to actual landscape and floodplains, and we've talked about floodplains before, we just have to look at our news. But generally, this means that when the floodplains lift, or a level of a river lifts, whether it's from rain or other types of energy that have caused this in the weather, if it goes onto other land, it drops off nutrients that came from that water to allow expansion and new growth. Even the flows of the lava from volcanoes are full of nutrients, and where they land, yes, they can be destructive at the time, but in return, we get that gift of new growth. So many in Italy actually grow beautiful and successful grapevines and have wonderful wine from those flows of the volcano. So embrace these emotions within you that might feel like you're being overflowed and flooded with them. Learn from them. Know that you're going through transition, transformation, and embrace this evolvement, this evolving that you're going through. Coming next, for your finance and career, you've been given the card pendulum. And we all know that pendulum swings, right? One way or the other. But I think you may be experiencing, some of you, your income could be fluctuating up and down. Perhaps you're feeling good times, and then at other times you're feeling there's not enough. So this is the way of our world. We're all involved in that. And you could be going through some indecisive thinking right now. Where do I go? What do I do? You're going through something new. Okay. Also, you need to embrace this evolving that you're going through right now. You may have to think of a new strategy, thinking of new ways that you can help improve your income at this time. Perhaps some of you may be thinking about taking on a passive income, maybe a seasonal work that you can get involved in, something that you could do at that perfect time that will give you that leg up and that little bit extra finances. Some of you may be actually thinking about making a job change, perhaps going to a new place of employment, and you're in that energy of fluctuating and trying to think of this. And sometimes it leaves you feeling a little bit indecisive because of the choices that you have to make, but you definitely will be making new ones for sure. Embrace those new beginnings, no matter how emotional it seems. The next card you've been given is the polar bear. And the polar bear, as we know, is the most powerful bear in the species. And, you could be going through a situation here of strength and health and protection. And also it has to do with dealing with your financial part of your life when this bear shows up. But I think you could be, feeling that you're dealing with an authority figure right now. Perhaps someone you can lean into for support, because the bear is so powerful and protective. It can relate to a person or a position of power in the business world that you might be in contact with right now. But it also means that maybe you have to push through with sheer force for something that you truly want to see succeed. So don't back down. Stand in the power of your decisions and choices you're making right now, especially if it has to do with your income and your livelihood. Okay, coming in with your first tarot messages. You've been given the Eight of Swords, and you've been given the Seven of Pentacles. Getting up in your head. I call this the card shooting your foot off and sabotaging yourself. not allowing yourself to see the real story here, perhaps falling prey to the past and falling back into that energy, and allowing yourself to sink deep and wallow in that resentment, regret, or unhappiness that perhaps you have experienced in the past. Feeling as though you are presuming and assuming that the next stage you're going into isn't going to work because it hasn't in the past. This is you allowing yourself to get up in your head. And I always say it's a stinking thinking card. Don't allow yourself to feel these thoughts. Start thinking positive, even if you have to change things. You may be changing things up here with the Seven of Pentacles, putting out proposals, ideas, different ways of looking at situations and opening the doors to opportunity. Some of you, again, I've talked about this before with Gemini, you could be in the waiting mode, waiting for something to come in, waiting to hear about something. How have they received it? How are they going to respond to it? But you have done everything possibly you could do, my beautiful Geminis. Know that you're on the right course. Stay in alignment. Don't veer off your path. You've done everything you could do, and now it is a waiting situation, but often it's referred to as the unnecessary worry card. So get out of your head. Don't allow yourself to attract that energy towards you. What we think, we become, and we attract. So please know that you can't presume things aren't working out, perhaps because they haven't arrived in an expedient manner that you wish they had. Coming in next, you have the Death card and you have the Four of Wands. So beautiful cards here. Death card always has to do with rebirth, moving in a new direction, endings and completions, doors opening because doors behind you have shut. Letting go of situations that are completed now. Some of you, it could be a job you were doing. Some of it could have been a contract position you were at and you've completed it and now you're moving on to the next process. You could be changing things up, looking at your future with a bigger, wider, more visionary outlook towards what you want. And I'm glad because I need you to get out of your head here with the Eight of Swords. So know that this is a chance to start something brand new and exciting and step up and embrace the new beginning here as you move towards something new, which could be a passive or a new job completely. Know that the powers that be have your back here to protect you with this Bear card. You're moving on in a good, successful way if you do that because you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is celebration. Celebration perhaps for the accomplishments that you are now making and working towards something that's going to bring you this new future that you desire so badly. Some of you could be, I always look at these four wands as the four walls around you, the box you live in, the home you live in, the situation where you feel secure here, and celebrating that issue and that situation in your life of stability, a good foundation. Some of you could be celebrating anything beautiful. It could be a wedding, a commitment, a partnership, relocation, new home, and anything like that. But you definitely are ending something and starting a brand new beginning. In the center position, you have the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Getting better all the time, my beautiful Geminis. Six of Cups, reconnecting with someone from your past or someone who lives at a distance. Perhaps you're dealing with someone who lives far away from you. And in the way our world is now, isn't it wonderful that we have this technology to have instant communication? Someone who's loyal and faithful that cares about you, but it can also be reconnecting and reminiscing in your mind, thinking of way back when things were happy and you or things happened at a situation in your past. But a lot of you could be actually getting in connection with someone. I always look at the Six of Cups as someone stepping forward with something tangible, something that's going to help you in the form of a gift. Whether they're presenting you with an idea, whether they're presenting you with money, whether they're presenting you with support, that they're there to be there by your side. Others, you could be entertaining and being around children. It could be your job that you do this, or it could be with family members. The Nine of Cups says wishes fulfilled. Set your goals high. Don't back down. Don't get up in your head and think that things can't happen. This is going to be a brand new beginning for some of you that will allow you to celebrate something. Nine of Cups is clear and concise, and it's all about wishes fulfilled here. Knowing if you stay positive that things will work out. The universe is gifting you what you desire. And, you can choose joy and manifest these dreams and also give great gratitude for this abundance that's coming in. It is always about abundance. What you have been wishing for, allow yourself to experience how fulfilling this journey can be. What we think, we become. Attract that energy, my beautiful Geminis. Stepping up next, you have the Queen of Cups, so I believe you're going to be doing that. And the Knight of Cups, or the King of Cups, getting advice, getting heartfelt advice. You could be the person that is initiating that and counseling others. You could be receiving some very gifted counseling from someone else who truly wants you to rise up above and expand and embrace the new beginnings in your life that can continue to allow you to grow in a happier direction. The Queen of Cups is you nurturing yourself. Geminis, you're always out there giving to everybody. And you do it out of the great goodness of your heart, just like this King of Cups does. So this energy could apply to you individually. But I do believe that you have this ability. You want to heal the world. You want to mother everybody. You want to be there to support other people. But sometimes it can be taxing. So you have to realize that you need to allocate time for yourself, nurture yourself, do what's good for your soul on an emotional level. And that way you'll be able to have 100% to give to other people here. So nurture yourself here, my beautiful Geminis, is the message that they're giving me. You could also be getting some information from someone out of the goodness of their heart. They counsel you through something here. Take it. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, because these cups are very prevalent in this particular reading here. So continue nurturing yourself. Realize that you need to do this. It's a time for you to maybe pull back from all the chaos and start thinking what's best for you. Getting the counsel that you need from someone here to guide you through this process. Coming in next, you're taking control of that because you have the Emperor and you have the Five of Cups. Again, don't allow yourself to get up in your head, thinking of the past, crying over spilt milk. Never wins the day. It's a lesson we can learn from it, but we can't keep falling back on the past and using that as a scapegoat. And to lean into when things aren't working in our favor. We need to own our own responsibilities, and we need to learn from those past experiences so we can have expansion. We can embrace the growth that's coming in towards us. So let it go, wipe that slate clean, leave it behind. Think about living in the moment now and the vision of a beautiful, happy future. Take control of your emotions here with the Emperor definitely being logical and organized. This is a very wonderful card for you, Geminis, for all of you. And this says you have this ability to teach, preach, stand up on your podium and your stage and project yourself and allowing other people to come towards you. This is generating beautiful, logical information out into the universe, being your own leader, being your own boss. Perhaps you're opening your own business or your own website or something new here for you, where maybe it's a podcast, maybe you're on YouTube. Whatever the case is, you're definitely going to be able to market yourself and getting that respect that you are an individual. When, the employer in any business, the boss is very unique, and he's looked upon and her as a leader and as a teacher, as someone of respect and wisdom. And I do believe you're going through this transformation. Don't doubt yourselves, my beautiful Geminis. You have all the resources at your fingertips to succeed because what you're always researching. Again, my Google kings and queens, you're always researching for accuracy and integrity. So beautiful reading. I do believe that you're moving towards your goals as long as you stay positive here and you continue, unfortunately, waiting for something to come in. When it arrives, you're definitely going to be able to see some beautiful expansion and embrace that coming into you. You're protected right now is what they're telling me. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today, my beautiful Geminis, and always know I stand in the circle of light for you, and I'll see you soon.